Tony Stewart loves this track, at least he did in 2009. This was the second of his 2 Pocono wins. He also won in 2003. Today he gets ready to race here for the final time, and he is with our Mike Massaro live.
And Krista, that victory in 2009 was coincidentally the very first for Stewart Haas Racing. How much do you think about how important that was to this organization and getting it off the ground?
Well, I think it solidified what we did at the All-Star race, which was where we got our first win, but Pocono was the first point win. And you get one win, they're like, wow, that was cool, but you get a second win and the first point win, and that kind of solidified to everybody that, hey, this team's for real and this organization's for real. So I'm proud of everything that Gene Haas and Joe Custer and I have built, and just looking forward to a lot of great years to come.
And there have been many special moments since that day. Today could be another one. You've got a great race car. I know your teammate Kevin Harvick also has a great race car. What's on your mind going into this?
Well, it's a cool weekend because we got 3 Mobil 1 Chevys in the field, so it's the triple threat they're calling it. So I'm excited about that. It's Mobil 1's been an awesome partner, and this has been a big weekend for them. So I'm glad that we got cars that are running well, and they all 3 look good too. The only thing we're trying to do is make sure we keep the 3 of us separated from each other, because the numbers are painted the same. They all look the same. So except for little details, but from far away for these spotters, it could be a challenge if the 3 of us all got together. So hopefully we'll all 3 be at the front, but separated enough that the spotters can tell you too.
A challenge for the spotters and the announcers. Any advice for Rick Allen and Steve Letarte and Jeff Burton up at the booth trying to differentiate?
They're all 3 blind anyway. They're 3 blind mice up there, but cool guys. We like you guys.
So take me around this track a little bit. It's a tricky track. They call it that for a reason, the shifting and what have you. It's temperature sensitive. It'll be a green racetrack. What's on your mind going into this?
Well, I mean, Kevin and I were talking about it. We want the sunshine. We want it to get hot and slippery. So, the challenge is you got turn 1. The entry at 1's not a big drama normally, but the banking really picks up at the exit, and that sometimes makes your car loose, believe it or not. And then the tunnel's tricky just because it's kind of a dog leg more than it is a corner. And then turn 3 is a very long, sweeping, flat corner. So it's, for the crew chiefs, it's a nightmare to try to keep the drivers happy. I mean, we're always complaining about one part of the racetrack or another. So, that's what makes this special when you can win here. You've had a car that drove well at all 3 corners.
You know what else was special? The lap last week after the race with Jeff Gordon. What's it been like for you getting a couple bonus races with Jeff? I mean, you guys, your careers have intersected quite a bit.
Yeah, and, we want Dale Jr. back, obviously, and, but I think Dale Jr. did a great job of picking a guy that we know is more than capable of getting the job done. And, Jeff and I both I was born to race in Indiana, and Jeff moved there at an early age, and Jeff raced a lot. I mean, that's really where he got his roots in racing was in Indiana. So for us to be able to share that moment together was pretty cool. That scared me.
That was a little flyover.
Yeah, it still scared me. But that was cool. It was a cool moment to share with Jeff, and that was, it wasn't anything that was planned. Some people thought NASCAR planned that, and it wasn't. It was the last caution we had before the end of the race. I had my spotter get a hold of his spotter, and just told him, I said, I thought we needed to both take one more lap around this place because it's probably going to be our last, so we should do it together.
We're glad you did, because it created another iconic Brickyard moment.
Yeah, it was a moment for me that was bigger than I even thought it was going to be. So that's a moment in my career that I'll never forget. I'm glad we shared it with Jeff.
Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Let's go over to Marty.